We're here to talk about the Moraga for Monarchs effort here in Moraga, California. This is an effort Bobby and I started back in 2020 when the monarch population along the West Coast had fallen to near extinction levels. There were once millions of monarchs that overwintered along the West Coast, and that year the number dropped to less than 2,000. The community was very concerned about doing what they could to help monarchs, and the journey that started on in 2020 really led us to, years later, a discovery of not only monarch butterflies, but the importance of pollinators in the very important state of California. So we're here doing all we can to support pollinators. We say monarchs teach us about ecology, beauty, and community. Ecology, because when you help monarchs, you help all kinds of other things. You learn about the little world all around you. And beauty, because whenever you plant for monarchs and other pollinators, you get these beautiful nectar flowers and that make everything lovely. And community is because you just can't believe how everybody in the town has embraced this effort, and they have all volunteered their time and provided resources to make all of this possible.
The site preparation is a really important part of the habitat creation process. So with a site like this, you want to really control the weeds and grasses and other aggressive vegetation before you plant, so that they don't immediately take over once you plant.
These are called pillars of support, and there will be designs. That one will be egg designs with monarch butterflies. This one will be caterpillar monarch butterflies, and then the next one will be chrysalis. So it's the different stages of the monarch butterfly, and then it'll have plaques on it thanking the people who have supported both the pillars and the monarch butterfly garden.
Cephalanthus occidentalis, buttonbush, a fabulous pollinator plant, not necessarily because it's a great host plant, but because it is a great nectar plant. It is one of the things that you can put in a wetter area. It takes full sun or part shade around here. It gets these beautiful white, round, spiky flowers in the summer, spring, late summer, I guess, late spring, early summer. And then the flowers turn to these brown balls. And there are a lot of birds that use the seed late in the season. So it's a really different kind of a plant. We often think of native plants and pollinator plants as being in really dry, sunny areas. But this is one that works in a different spot. And it's great along a creek. It supposedly does good things to help purify the water. So it's a great plant, and monarchs like it. A lot of butterflies like it.
So there are a few different options when planting a habitat like this. One option is you can plant seeds, which are cheaper but might have a less of a likelihood of succeeding per unit. Or like we did here, you can plant live plants, either plugs or larger potted plants. Those are going to be more expensive per unit, but they are going to be more successful if given enough water.
Well, I think my current favorite, because it was my very first, is the monarch butterfly, and it really got me interested in the whole picture of the pollinator plants and what the butterflies have to eat. And so it's just been a wonderful couple of years learning about all this, and it really changes your way of thinking and the way you live your life.
We are so lucky to have individuals in this town, Bobby Preston and Julie Stagg, that have created habitat and are making us all so aware of what we need to do for our little furry friends and also our little winged friends. And I think that this has created momentum. In fact, there's a park, West Commons, that's in Moraga, and we're looking to get wildflowers there, and we're in the process of making that habitat instead of just pretty flowers. And we're also working, I'm personally working with the town to have them understand how important these pollinators are, not only to us, you know, to have good air that we're breathing, and if there's no pesticides, you know, we all do better, but also to teach our children, the next generation, and you know, the teenagers, they're all part of this. And so Moraga is so lucky to have these individuals that are creating a community and an environment for everyone.
High five.